people don't understand
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. Got a crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My coin base the upper, watch the numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash register ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but, we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
We gotta get this money on. We ready?
I had to open up a new tab.
What up, everybody? What's good? What's good? We're gonna get started here in 1 second. D getting ready to come in. What's up, y'all? Saturday. Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy November. A November to remember for sure. We're gonna see. I'm not seeing too much bullishness from like inverse Kramer. We might have a black swan incoming because whatever he says is the opposite. So something about we might see a bounce on Monday. I'm like, oh God. So
here we go.
We'll see. See what's going on, y'all. So yeah. But we do got a couple things to go over today that we're gonna talk about. Appreciate you subscribing to Success. Appreciate you. We got Solana ETFs. They're seeing inflows for the 4th consecutive day. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna also talk about MEXC because they're at risk of a bank run. They have some insolvency rumors. We're gonna talk about some XDC today. I feel like we ain't talked about XDC in a while. I want to make sure we don't forget the importance of XDC. That is a very important asset to know about and to do your homework on. Allegedly, a lot of people were saying hold it. I'll keep it at that. We'll talk about China. So China officially hates stablecoins. So China gave stablecoins a thumbs down. So we're gonna get into that. See why China don't like stablecoins. We also gonna talk about what's this about? Oh, EBT, about these SNAP benefits. So they said Trump is gonna be ordered to pay SNAP benefits according to a federal judge. So we'll see what's up with that. We're gonna talk about Steak and Shake because y'all know they're talking about funneling their profits directly into a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And we're gonna talk about why Ray Dalio says gold is the safest money. Okay. So yeah, we got a couple things to go over. Oh wait, I had another article on Elon Musk. That was one of the main reasons I want to get on here today. Forgot to pull it up, y'all. Here we go right here. Elon Musk, he unveiled XChat, a messenger with encryption similar to Bitcoin. That right there tells us we get ready to take off because y'all know he already got his money transmitter licenses. Y'all have been following us. We was going over that on live. Money transmitter licenses. He already got all those. We'll go over all that today. So
I do a lot of Zooms, and so I really have to have the internet working when I'm working from home.
Sure.
I'm like, no, I thought it was my computer. That's why I was looking at. What tab is that? That's why I was like, oh shit, which one is that? I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, y'all, and then also we are going to do a free, I don't want to call it a class, but like a free webinar. Is that what you want to call it? We're gonna do a free webinar next Saturday, and it's called Future Proof Your Career. Let's actually talk about that real quick before we get into the news and updates. We'll talk about it in the beginning. We'll talk about it at the end for people that come in late. But it's called Future Proof Your Career. So it's going to be it's a completely free Zoom call. If you were in the NFT class, Mike will be doing this class, but it's basically to show builders and coders what the next jobs are going to be in the new economy or the new it's going to be a whole new job market coming up, and just to help people prepare for the next careers that will be available. Because yes, I told y'all it's gonna be a whole new earth. So yeah, we're gonna go over that next Saturday. That's free. We're not even charging for that. So but it's just tech skills. for 2026 and beyond. I think this is a lot of good information that a lot of people need to know about. That we're gonna talk about, because no one's giving it to you like this, telling you. Everybody's talking about, including us, talking about jobs going away and job market this and all these layoffs incoming. So we want to make sure that we give y'all solutions and show y'all what is coming and what's ahead. So the link for that is in the bio. Oh, I need to add it to the description over here on YouTube. Let me see if I can add it real quick. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the live as well. But just wanted to make sure.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope because I'm curious what he's gonna talk about. Him, myself.
Yeah, to see what opportunities are available. Because with him being in that field and being so thorough, him coming to give y'all that information and not charging nothing, I was like, okay, bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is something that everybody need to be privy of. Some people are gonna be on the bus longer than others. Some people bankroll just different. So some of y'all, might be working a little bit longer than some people, and that's okay if you're doing what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? Or you making some good money to get out of the situation. So I'm gonna add it right now to the. Oh yeah, let me take this out. I'm gonna add it right now to the description, and then we're gonna get started, y'all. But
shout out to Daniel with the super chat. He said I call Cap China got a CBDC, different wording, digital yuan, Ripple since 2014. Shout out to Daniel with the super chats. Appreciate it. Hit and like and share the live. Make sure y'all liking the live over there on YouTube, fam. Make sure y'all doing that.
Okay, so it should be updated. Yeah, shout out to Daniel for that super chat, and shout out for him for the super chat again. Hit the like and share button, y'all. Appreciate that. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that class coming up here soon. But let's get right into it. So let's talk about these Solana ETFs real quick. Let's get into Solana.
Oh shit! Again.
Back in the headlines, y'all. Okay. I'm like, all right, cool. So for people holding Solana, making money from Solana, shout out to y'all. So here's what's going on. So Solana-based spot ETFs have now recorded 4 consecutive days of net inflows. On the same day, those Solana ETFs added about $44.48 million in new inflows. So these inflows bring cumulative inflow to around $199.2 million in total assets under management above $502 million for the Solana ETF suite. So meanwhile, the large spot ETFs for Bitcoin and Ethereum are seeing outflows. So it says that Bitcoin spot ETFs, it says US $191.6 million of outflow in one day. Ethereum spot ETFs saw $98.2 million in outflows in that same day. So market watchers are calling this a capital rotation from BTC or Ethereum into Solana. So money is shifting from the old leaders into a new narrative. So this is calling for a narrative shift. For those who study macro and portfolio construction, this is interesting because the market might be signaling a shift in where the growth or performance hope lies. So Solana is getting fresh attention, possibly because it offers new staking returns or ecosystem upside. And then this yielding mechanism. So the commentary in the article, they mentioned that staking driven yield opportunities. So they're talking about staking and yield opportunities for Solana as one of the drivers. So people are taking advantage of yield opportunities and staking. So this is showing a lot of portfolio diversification in my opinion. So the fact that Bitcoin and Ethereum are seeing outflows may suggest profit taking among earlier. Or perhaps reduce short-term open windows as well, depending on how you see macro and structural themes. So let me see what else is going on here. Hold on. So this also could mean that Sol is entering a phase of interest adoption, or just hot money. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but people are really out here banking on Solana.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and they still in the headlines, you know, because they got a lot of fucking volume, yo. They got a lot of fucking volume, a lot of money rotating into that blockchain. So, you know, I guess people are believers as of right now. You know, what did we say? They had 70 million transactions daily or some shit yesterday. So
I'm all for people making money. So when I say this, I'm not hating, but I think this is a nice front to have everybody looking at this asset, and then here come these other utility assets: XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR. Like, I think this is a nice shield to have, because the Bitcoin Ethereum narrative, I think they figured out is, okay, it's wearing off. It ain't working. The Bitcoin ETH, like, they're not falling for it. So we need another front. And I think so that was just the next best pick for the next front for them to, because BNB, we can't do that with that because we done locked up CZ. We done gave Binance a bad name in the United States specifically. So the next best front would be Solana. And I'm not saying that because if you're making money, congratulations. Like, hey, I hope you get a yacht, a mansion, and whatever you want in life with it. But I'm just saying, I think that this is a pretty nice front. I like what they're doing. I'm glad. I'm happy to see it because that lets me know we in some good shit, in my opinion.
Just like Sith Lord says, Sol goes down frequently. Can't believe Western Union chose Solana. Yeah, we believe it. We believe it because
y'all know, after you see that rumor y'all told me about, saying that Solana paid Western Union for 6 months. So
that's crazy.
That means, so let me rephrase that. A higher power or entity paid Western Union to say, hey, we're using Solana, because that's embarrassing. If anybody that's in the tech world and that really understands blockchain and the technology knows that Western Union embarrassed themselves in that world. To everybody else that don't know and don't understand this shit thoroughly, it was just like, oh, okay, they chose Solana, cool. But the people that's in the tech world are laughing. That was embarrassing for Western Union to come out and say, we're going to use Solana blockchain, because historically, your blockchain is broken. So they got paid to say that, to confuse everybody. And so I think somebody, a higher power, was like, yeah, pay them to do this for y'all real quick. We need 6 months. So, and I'm starting to believe that rumor. I think it's true. I think it's true. Western Union, they move too much money, gang. They move too much money for that bullshit. So, but shout out to everybody making money with Sol. If you're making money, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Great. Awesome. I hope you make as much money as you possibly can off of that token. Get your money at the end of the day. Get your money. Especially if you got in that joint early, got in it when it dipped. Shout out to y'all for sure. So let's talk about I want to talk about this Trump article about this EBT. I'm gonna let you. Is this, you want me to play this right here?
I'm gonna talk about it and then we can play the video. I'm gonna talk about it because this is very it's very interesting times that we in. So if you didn't know, you know, it's November 1st now, and the government's still shut down, and you know the benefits, the SNAP benefits, are going away. So 2 federal judges told the Trump administration it must keep SNAP during the government shutdown. So the orders came just before benefits were set to stop on November 1st today, which had affected about 42 million Americans. So these are the 2 judges. Judge Talwani issued an emergency order requiring the administration to resume SNAP, and then said states are suing are likely to win their case that cutting benefits is unlawful. So states may sue. I don't know if that's the remedy right now, because the people are still going to be hurting, but they ordered the government to explain by Monday how it will keep funding and going, whether payments will be full or partial. And then you got Judge McConnell in Rhode Island ordered the administration to use emergency funds to pay SNAP as soon as possible next month. Why this came up is because a coalition of 25 Democratic governors and state attorneys general sued the USDA. They argued stopping SNAP during the shutdown would be the first time in 60 years and will harm millions of low-income families. They also said that the USDA has roughly about $5 billion contingency fund. So they got $5 billion in the cut, the USDA. right? If you don't know who the USDA is, those are the cats that like verify the food and out here and stuff like that. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But they got $5 billion in contingency funds that could cover November benefits. But the agency planned to hold it for natural disasters. So they don't want to use these funds for this. They want to use that in case a natural disaster hits. How many natural disasters have hit the United States? A lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And I don't think they used those funds then. So what the USDA said, they indicated funds were exhausted and posted the well has run dry. It stated there will be no benefits issued on November 1st. And then after the rulings, the Department of Justice, the government lawyers hadn't said yet if they would appeal. And this matters because obviously people need the help, because it's not only low income people, but you got students that rely on SNAP. You got kids that rely on SNAP. It's a lot of people across the board that rely on SNAP, fam. Right?
Hey, well, we got a comment that says they will not win. That fund is a replenishment fund. There's not enough money in the fund. Ooh.
Listen, we're gonna see how this play out. And then it's very telling. So now you can play the video. You can play the video for him.
Okay. Oh shit, my bad.
Tonight, from Arizona to Florida, long lines at food banks, a sign of fear and confusion facing the 42 million people at risk of losing federal food assistance. The Trump administration had said funding for SNAP benefits would run out tomorrow because of the government shutdown. But today, a federal judge now ruling the administration must continue to pay for the food aid program using contingency funds as soon as possible. How fast that can happen is unclear, and so millions, like the Leal family, remain stuck in limbo.
What can we say? It's unfair what they're doing. Very unfair.
Jocelyn and Jose waited more than an hour in 90-degree heat at this Los Angeles Salvation Army for a few boxes of food for them and their 5 children, including their 10-month-old twins. The couple says Jose's work as a contractor has been slow and that Jocelyn wants to go back to work, but they can't afford childcare. And so
I'm glad she clarified that, because I'm looking at both of them like, y'all can both work. What's the problem? Okay.
They rely heavily on the $750 a month they get in SNAP benefits.
How frustrating is all of this?
Highly frustrating. It's like being in a hole and not being able to dig yourself out. They've been saying that the cost of groceries are going to go down, and from what we see, it's just going higher and higher.
And they're not alone. Many of the people we met in line this week said it was the first time they turned to a food bank for help.
We're shattering records that you don't want to shatter. We had 803 families all alone last week, and we're going to pass that.
Tonight, President Trump pointing fingers at Democrats.
When you're talking about SNAP.
Okay, the couple though, if his contract work don't slow down, that means he at home. So she could go look for a job. I ain't trying to be empathetic. I'm not empathetic towards able-bodied citizens. I'm gonna be honest with you. Able-bodied citizens, I don't have empathy for you. I don't. If his contract work has slowed down, that means he's not working, which means he's at home, which means you can go find a job.
That's true.
That's point blank, period. So
is he not able to take care of the kids? You know what I'm saying? You got men out here that still can't change diapers. You know what I'm
saying? That's what. So it's like he can't stay home with the kids while you go get a job. Like, even if you go, I don't know, find something quick, you feel me? I'm not like, they showing able-bodied citizens for a segment like this was not smart. Y'all should have went and talked to elderly people and children. And so they kids up here talking about they hungry.
If you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people.
But it's not that simple. The 5 states with the highest percentage of SNAP recipients are both blue and red.
Well, I think it's a disgrace. The USDA's never done this in the past. They said they have a contingency fund for precisely.
The California governor.
Your boy.
We got scumbag up here. Scumbag Newsom. Because, I mean, majority of his state is crazy. Cali's a crazy place. You could be in the fucking hills and them motherfuckers got EBT cards. Now they rely heavily on EBT. These motherfuckers will be driving Ferraris and have an EBT card in their wallet. That's the crazy.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This is the most insane state in the country, mind you. So, and the richest as well, wealthiest, and got the most EBT cards. Because it's like, You running the people up there. It's like, damn, you driving a Range Rover shorty and you got an EBT card? What the hell?
This moment.
For Jocelyn and her family,
It's a lot.
the impact is far greater than politics.
No tears, D. Come on now. Did you see a tear come on, face?
Oh.
They should stop with excuses and actually do what's right. It's not that we want to be here. It's that we have to try and find a way for our kids. We have to find a way.
And Liz, late tonight, President Trump just weighed in on possible funding for the program.
It's a way.
Yeah, Peter, that's right. The president has.
It's always it's 20. Listen, don't think I'm not empathetic. If the job market was like not job market, but if it wasn't so many ways to make money in 2025, I would be a little bit more empathetic. It is so many ways to get money in 2025. It's not even funny, y'all. Like for real. Yeah. For like seriously. And these were two able-bodied citizens. So his contract work slowed down. So find another contract. I got uncles who do contract work. They find and they just when they realize that shit might slow down, they go find another contract. Go find something else to do to make money. I'm not understanding. And then y'all will sit here and point the finger like.
Just posted on Truth Social that he wants clarification from the court on how contingency funds can legally be used to cover SNAP benefits during the shutdown. He says if they can be, then he will provide the funding, but says even if that happens, payments will still be delayed for millions.
Damn.
Liberty Mutual.
Damn, fam. Nah. This is the time to really like we've been telling y'all for a while, fam. Upskill, reskill, fam, for the future. For the future. You know what I'm saying? Hiring has slowed down. Yeah. Hiring slowed down.
Hiring has slowed down. So you got it. Now's the time. That's why they said creatives was going to thrive in this economy. In this new economy.
Let me give you the list. Let me give you the list of what I've seen recently. Hold up. I'm about to put this in the Telegram. You could pull this up. Right. Okay. It's all these recent employers that have laid off. Hold on, let me go to where is it? Why is it not going to? All right, hold up.
Of course, they're not gonna have the funds because people sitting on SNAP for decades who can work. That's my whole thing. You're supposed to use it as a way to get yourself together and then get off. That'd be my main problem with a lot of people. They be on it and for generations. Like they mama was on it, they on it, and then they kids get on it, then they kids get on it. It's like, bro, it's a never-ending cycle of a bunch of able-bodied citizens just waiting on handouts from the government. Like
So that's a lot of people that Nah, you're right about that. Where is it?
Contracted work is 24/7 out here in LA. He's not applying himself. They need to stop hunching and making babies if can't afford them. That's what I be saying. That's what I be saying, gang. Stop. Like, why do y'all like? That's my whole thing, gang. Like, okay, cool, procreate. I'm not against it, but if you know you cannot afford all these kids, why on earth do people keep having them? Why do you keep having so many kids if you know you cannot afford it? This is my whole thing. Like, and y'all not gonna like this. If you cannot afford it, like if you on baby number 2 and you already struggling with 2 kids, right? Maybe you need to get your tubes tied or he need to get snipped. One of the two. If you already know, okay, after this second child, we barely holding on. Let's stop right here. Like somebody got to be the mature one and say, all right, I'm going to go get snipped, or you need to say, I'm going to get on birth control, or I'm going to get my tubes tied, or something until we're in a better situation to have more kids. But somebody got to take some protective measures here because y'all keep pumping these goddamn kids out and cannot afford them. That'd be my problem with a lot of y'all. And then y'all depend on the government to bail you out because you really was being irresponsible. I don't care if you're married. If you married and you keep having all these kids and you can't afford them, that's irresponsible. I don't give a damn about no wedding ring. So this ain't even about if you're married or not. But it's some shit y'all don't want to hear. Nah, I want kids too, but I'm 31 and I knew I'm just getting to a point in my life where I'm like, okay, maybe in about 3 to 5 years, definitely not right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just mature enough to know that. And I wouldn't date a girl with a kid right now because I'm not afford. Well, I could, but I don't want to. I'd rather buy crypto than take care of a kid right now. That's just me. Like, but y'all gotta be like seriously take protective measures. Like, stop pumping these kids out. Y'all see what the hell going on? What did y'all do?
Somebody brought the point. somebody brought up the point that you get tax money for more kids.
Taxes are different now, though. This ain't the tax. What taxes you talking about? Because everybody that I know, they be like, damn, my taxes used to be more than this. I used to get more. Taxes have been reduced. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I put that in the Telegram. I don't know, for some reason.
I got you. You put it in me and yours or the main chat? Oh,
me and yours.
Got you. Okay, let me share this real quick.
Just so people can see like the landscape of where we are. This is all recent too. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Make sure you guys are liking the live over there on here on YouTube. So what does that say? What does that say? UPS 48,000 employees. These are all recent layoffs. Amazon up to 30,000 employees. Intel 24,000 employees. Nestle 16,000. Accenture 11,000. Ford 11,000. Novo Nordisk 9,000. Microsoft 7,000. PwC 5,600, Salesforce 4,000, Paramount 2,000, Target 1,800, Kroger 1,000, Applied Materials over 1,400, and Meta over 600 employees.
The labor market is clearly weakening.
Somebody says Chevron 50K. So if we do the math, that's a lot of people, fam.
Mm-hmm. They just got laid off.
Right? We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people just in this list alone. It's more than this.
UPS laid off some people in corporate because I know they ain't laying off no damn drivers because I know they need drivers.
Oh yeah. A lot of this is still like white collar bloodbath.
Admin jobs. Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of these people that got 6-figure or close to 6-figure jobs, yeah,
they got laid off. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we hosting. So this is what BlockNation is doing for those that could be affected. I will send it out. It's free. We for those that want to reskill or see the next job, the next the jobs that are coming, y'all know what I'm trying to say.
The jobs in the future of how you could start rebuilding and reskilling yourself.
Yes.
Yep.
Laying the groundwork for AI. I listen, it's a tough conversation, but these TSA workers. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I just want you to think about it for a second before you get in your feelings. Because we all know some people that work at TSA. But y'all know damn well TSA can be automated. TSA could have been automated 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Automated 10 years ago. We have not needed TSA workers for a very long time. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So if you work in TSA, you definitely need to be looking for another job. Because definitely get ready to get rid of y'all. At least 95% of y'all. They get ready to get rid of y'all. They only gonna keep 5. They only need a couple of y'all to oversee them cameras to be watching everybody while they walk through and scan. Because really, think about it. Because I just went to the airport. I literally just left the airport 3 days ago. What was that? When I come back? Tuesday?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go. I'm putting my ID in a machine. So y'all, I'm already not even interacting with the human yet. He's just sitting there watching me put my ID through the machine. I'm going to take a picture. The computer does that part too. All he does is see if the fucking screen comes up green or red and tells me if I can go to the next spot or not. What the hell is he doing right here? What are we paying him for? Because he's not doing shit either. Okay, right. Boom. So after I get my ID back and you tell me I can go, I don't got to take my shoes off no more. So y'all done updated the machines because I ain't got to take my shoes off no more when I first walked through. So I don't got to take my shoes off. And even at certain airports, like the ones that's a little more updated, like Vegas and Atlanta, I don't even have to take my laptop out my bag no more. So the rest of these motherfuckers that's standing around at them, y'all just standing there watching us. Y'all not doing nothing. The only time y'all have to do something is if y'all have to pat us down. Other than that, y'all are sitting there or y'all are standing there watching everybody walk through. We don't need TSA workers no more. Y'all don't want to hear that, but we don't need y'all no more. If you work TSA, I'm sorry. But you definitely need to be coming next week. Because you need to be reskilling and figuring something out. And if you think that they don't have the technology coming where they're going to get rid of y'all crazy as hell. Because they basically just using y'all to be hall monitors. That's basically what a TSA person is now. You're just a hall monitor. You're just standing there. You're not doing anything. From what I be seeing when I be coming through, because I'm just like, damn, all y'all doing is grilling me as I walk by.
Somebody said standing there with attitudes and shit.
With attitude, you ain't doing nothing on that damn job. I got nervous standing there with attitude. That's what be blowing me about TSA workers. I think that's why I don't really fuck with y'all when y'all at work. Y'all stand there with attitudes for nothing. Somebody said Walmart greeters. But that's it. And that's it. So to the TSA federal workers that ain't been showing up, like Atlanta airport, where y'all is like, you know what I'm saying? They saying this, the line been long and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all right, and y'all by y'all not showing up, y'all are just speeding the process up for them to bring in the fucking machines that they already done had at the warehouse for probably about 6 months to a year now, just waiting on the administration to let them know to let y'all go. Y'all just speeding the process up. So, and my whole thing, I was bringing that up to say, if TSA has the technology and the machinery to get ready to lay all of them off, then what y'all think getting ready to happen to these warehouse jobs, these retail jobs, and all that shit? So yes, now's the time to reskill. Y'all better get off them SNAP benefits, stop depending on the government, and go figure this shit out. Because they definitely should have been putting limitations on that shit. I mean, I'm only talking about able-bodied citizens. I'm not talking about disabled people or elderly people. I'm talking about if you're able to work, that's who I'm talking about. To clarify for y'all, be like, well, no, I can't work. I have a disability. I ain't talking about you.
Somebody said, I used to work for TSA. It started out with 10 people to a lane to 3. You just need a human to check the bags.
That's it. I watched that movie. What was the name of that movie where it was all about TSA? We just
Carry On.
I think, Carry On. And they showed the whole part. That's how I know we don't need y'all, because all y'all doing is looking at the computer to see what's in the bag. Half the time y'all be pulling the bags just for the hell of it, because I feel like y'all got a quota to meet or something. But y'all be pulling the bag. I used to work at the airport. So this shit be funny to me because y'all really don't be giving a fuck.
Pull you to the side. Somebody said Atlanta TSA cool. And you was telling me like they don't even need, like, because with certain airlines it would be like, yo, take your laptop out and all this shit like that.
Yeah, you don't got to do that at certain airports. Like the airports that's more updated, like the airport in North Carolina, at RDU, I can't speak for Charlotte. I don't go through Charlotte that much. If I go through Charlotte, I'm just changing planes. But at RDU, North Carolina, because that airport's smaller, so they don't have the same tech like Vegas. Vegas is a busy airport, so Vegas is more updated. So when I go through Vegas airport, I don't got to pull my laptop and iPad out of my bag. But in North Carolina, I have to pull it out. So, yeah. So, yeah, y'all, they said, let the x-ray machine check the bag. Listen, I told D earlier, I said, we finna be walking through the metal detector, and that shit finna be able to see your brain, your skull, everything. They not finna need no humans. Like, they finna be able to see what you ate this morning. Like, that machine finna be able to see everything when they come out with them machines.
What you ate,
yeah, man.
If you living. Right.
So now it's time. Yeah, heart rate and all that. How much you weight, what your weight is, all that. Muscle mass, all that shit. So yeah, man. So now's the time. Make sure y'all getting right game. Make sure y'all hey, it's time to have real conversations. I feel like everybody keep beating around the bush and not trying to have these conversations. I've told y'all this before. We need to have these conversations, and families need to be coming together to have a plan. And those where your cup is running over, and God has given you the space, the crib, the money to help, now's the time to be a blessing. Because I'm telling you, God watching. God see everybody who able and ain't willing. So
that's a good point.
Y'all better be on it, because I'm telling you, as quick as you got it, God will take that shit away. I'm telling you. So now's the time to be coming together and having these. It's not the conversation everybody want to have, but shit, y'all complain all goddamn day anyway. So I don't see the problem with having this conversation. I really don't.
Yeah.
Understand that it's a bunch of people that complain 24/7, but don't want to talk about this and coming up with a game plan so we can help each other out. I don't get it. Y'all are weird. Like, no, your energy, that's negative. I don't want to talk about that. That's too negative. You bringing me down. That's making me sad. But you just was complaining. So I thought it was a good time to bring it up, because you were just complaining about EBT. So I thought it was a good time to talk about this.
They don't want to face this. A lot of people don't want to face this shit until they actually gotta face it, and they're like, "Oh shit, I can't." I just got laid off, or or it impacts them directly somehow, some way. That's when they want to start talking about like, "Oh shit, contingencies." You should be having some type of contingency right now, just in case, right? I know we in crypto, I know we in all this stuff, but fam, there's no reason why you shouldn't be trying to get more crypto in some other different ways.
100, y'all. So
it ain't gonna hurt.
It ain't gonna hurt. So just keeping it real, y'all. It's time to have them conversations for sure. So get right, y'all. Get right. I want to talk about. It was another article you sent me, D, about Ray Dalio. Here we go, Ray Dalio.
Oh yeah.
Let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold on.
Ray.
Yeah, let's talk about Ray real quick. So why Ray Dalio says gold is the safest money?
So Ray Dalio, if you don't know who Ray Dalio is, he's one of those top, master investors in the market. He's been in the market for like 50 plus years. There's Warren Buffett, and like Ray Dalio is probably like right there, fam. So basically he said gold is the safest form of money. This is what he said, right? And we always got to say what Ray Dalio says, because Ray Dalio is one of the ones that's been studying, history and studying like what has happened, all these cycles and everything like that. So this is what he's saying right now. When he talks, people listen. So investors should keep about 5 to 15% of their portfolio in gold. That's what he said. 5 to 15%. He calls gold one of the world's most important currencies, even though it's a metal, not paper money. Why does he think gold is the safest? It's because it survived for thousands of years through wars, crises, and different monetary systems. It doesn't rely on government's promise, a bank, or a computer system. It can't be printed more at will, so it's harder to devalue, and you can physically hold it, so it's harder to freeze or seize. And then gold versus fiat. Since the U.S. left the gold standard in 1971, the dollar has lost a lot of purchasing power, over 85% by government data. It's probably more than that. But governments can print more money, as we've seen over the years, right? Which usually weakens the currency. Gold tends to keep up with the cost of living over long periods, acting like a financial insurance. And when does gold lag? Gold can underperform when cash interest rates are high enough to beat inflation. Trying to time gold's up and downs is like, you can't really do that shit. But the price of gold right now is over $4,000 per ounce. Just to give you some perspective, about a decade ago, the price of gold per ounce was a little bit over $1,000. It's over $4,000 an ounce. So the key takeaways is just that, gold is just long-term and safety for stability. And Ray Dalio saying that 5 to 15% of your portfolio should be in gold to protect against, the economy, or hedge against inflation. I say that's pretty legit. Whether it be gold, whether it be silver, whether it be, any type of precious metal. Because gold, listen, if you've been buying gold and silver ever since you've been rocking with us, you up. You are up, because the price of silver even went up. I think when we was first talking about silver, the price of silver was like maybe a little bit over $20 per ounce, and now it's like over $50 per ounce.
Oh, D-Ray, right. D-Ray said copper is about to moon too with AI. Copper definitely about to go up. Copper definitely about to go up as well. That's a good one.
And copper is cheap as well. So, fam, y'all be stacking your silver, fam. Stacking your silver. Shout out to my guy Rick that was putting us on different ways to getting these metals out here. So, fam, Ray Dalio, he said it. He only was the CEO of one of the world's largest hedge funds and Bridgewater Associates.
They said that so casually.
So that's it. I think he retired maybe like a year or two ago, but he's only been investing in the market for 50 years. He got a whole book called The Changing World Order. He got a whole YouTube page dedicated to the Changing World Order. You go watch those videos on that channel, you'll see the history of what countries and how they move during certain periods and time periods. So the choice is yours, fam. The choice is yours.
Now's the time to make good decisions.
Ray been around for a lot of different crises, a lot of different economic turmoil, and I think in the 2008 recession, he called that shit. So ever since then, they really listened to him.
I want to listen to Ray when he speak.
Yep.
I want to listen to Ray when he speak. I mean, of course, always have discernment, but you know, Ray got a good. I mean, he got a good little history on him. He got a good little, yeah. His resume is bad.
So, audio book on YouTube. Yep. You can get the audio version on YouTube. Yep. Palladium. Yeah, that's another metal. Palladium. I think palladium was that metal that Russia had stopped giving the United States, or stopped giving the world, because they had most of the supply, and that's why the price of palladium had went up back in like 2020. A lot of niggas was spilling catalytic converters back in 2020. I remember that shit.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to get my zapper because I'm about to kill this motherfucking net.
She can't do it.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, y'all.
Somebody said rhodium is the one. Oh yeah, rhodium. Yep. Just about any type of metal. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, with these semiconductors and these chips being used, they're gonna need these metals, fam. They're gonna need these metals. So the demand is gonna be high. The demand is gonna be up here. So it's kind of like, if you're in it now, before the demand goes even crazier, you're gonna be on the right side, on the investment side. You're gonna be on the right side of everything. So, you know, it's on you. Oh, she got that zapper. She ain't playing. That shit worked too.
Yeah, guys, my favorite motherfucking weapon, boy. Maybe.
That shit worked too. Oh, what's good, Mike?
I can hear what's good, Mike.
We were just talking about it earlier. Yeah, Jokers is pulling up. Shout out to everybody that signed up for the class next week. We got class next week. We'll talk about it more towards the end of the live. Well, the webinar. It's like a and it's free. The link is in the bio.
My bad, y'all. Just got this camera. All right, bet. All right, all right.
Next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep.
Yeah, 100 y'all. So yeah, we're gonna go over that. We're gonna talk about that class right at the end. We got y'all. Yeah, next Saturday though. Next Saturday is free. It's free, y'all. So y'all better be there. I don't hear nothing. So all right, so we got Ray Dalio out the way. Let's go ahead and go right. Since we went from Ray Dalio, let's just go ahead and go to the next rich billionaire. Let's go ahead and go to Elon Musk.
Okay.
Let's talk about Elon real quick. So
Elon trying to get that trilly. He trying to get that trilly from Tesla.
But you know what? I told D, honestly, him asking for a trillion was generous because I trust me, I'm not a car. I wouldn't call myself a car guru. I'm just bougie. I just like nice shit. But right. So I'm not a car guru, but I know we might have some car gurus in the chat. Drop a fire in the chat if you're a car guru. So I know y'all finna hate me for saying this, but electric cars are gonna be a thing, y'all. And him asking for $1 trillion was generous. He could have asked for more. He could have asked for more, because I know y'all don't want to hear this, and I don't want it to happen either, because I prefer an engine. I'm not an electric car fan, but electric cars are going to blow up in the next 5 to 10 years just because of automation and everything. The way they build houses, you can charge the shit at your house. Gas, you know what I'm saying? Anybody trying to keep getting gas, like that's gonna factor into people's decision making moving forward. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make people want to get electric cars. I don't want that to be true. I don't want that to happen, but y'all gotta look at it from the standpoint of, like, we're going into AI automation. Like, this is just, we're seeing more and more electric cars on the road. Every single dealership, every single car brand, from Mercedes-Benz to Honda, is making electric cars. So it just is what it is. So him only asking for $1 trillion, I'm like, that was generous. Me personally, I would ask for more. I probably would have asked for about 10, 20. So him only asking for $1 trillion, I was like, damn. You know, because it's Elon Musk, I thought he would have asked for more. So I was like, damn, he only asked for $1 trillion.
Yeah. So, and he said he don't get that shit. He gonna walk away. He don't care. He'll walk away. So because he just like Trump, fam. He live off his name at this point. He live off his name at this point. So it's like his name just ring bells. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Sid Team Tesla over there. Sid Tesla.
Yo, Sid.
Shout out to Sid for sure. So yeah. So I was just throwing it out there, but we'll get into the article as far as this X chat go. I'm glad you brought that Tesla thing up because I meant to talk about it yesterday because we had talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
But Musk. So Elon Musk, he unveiled. It's called X chat, of course. Where that's not surprising. So it's expected to roll out within the next few months. That was what got me. I said a few months. It's Q1. They don't want to because everything is like early 2026. So they're trying not to say that. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna roll it out in a few months. Like, okay, just say early 2026, like everybody else. So it says that it's meant to be a standalone messenger. Standalone messenger, where you can text, send files, make audio or video calls. So the key promise is it won't sell or share users' data with advertisers.
That's the key. That's the key.
I don't want to put it on my laptop.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, but I ain't want to put it on my laptop, so that's the only why I just live just now. I ain't about to mess up my MacBook over a net.
I didn't know that shit. I didn't know that shit actually worked until I actually seen that shit in work. And
bro, I done killed wasps, bees, all type of shit.
Yeah. Damn, yo.
Yeah, this is my weapon. This is like my gun for bugs.
A bug's life, yo.
I be walking them down. I walk them down every time. every time. But so here's what's going on. So Musk says that the X chat will use a peer-to-peer encryption system, kind of similar to Bitcoin. So I'm gonna say that one more time. Elon Musk says that the chat will use a peer-to-peer encryption system, kind of similar to Bitcoin. He emphasizes that existing apps may not be as secure because while chats are end-to-end encrypted, other data isn't always protected. Hooks for advertising. So, for example, built-in ways to monitor you to target ads. That part's supposed to be taken out, I guess. That's what he's saying. So he claims it's a big vulnerability. So he says he's claiming
they got your shit. They got your shit somewhere else.
That's why I'm like, nigga, you take it. Y'all already have all our data. Y'all have breached everything possible. Y'all breached Y'all breached Credit Karma and Equifax and all the other Experian and all that shit. Y'all breached everything. Y'all have our data and information. So this isn't a good selling point, in my opinion. But why this matters? So a messenger with stronger encryption and fewer data hooks means better privacy. So privacy is foundational to many crypto philosophies. So the peer-to-peer part resonates with decentralized ideas. So just like Bitcoin's network doesn't rely on a central server, this messenger architecture may distribute trust differently. So if such an app becomes popular, it may affect how sensitive communications happen. That's important for high net worth individuals, investors, and people discussing large transaction strategies. Also, less advertising or data extraction means less commercial surveillance, which is relevant when protecting wealth or strategy from prying eyes. So yeah, I guess they're gonna run on the whole privacy thing, and that's how they're gonna get the crypto bros, especially the Bitcoin maxis, because they so big on that, because that was the whole point of this from the beginning. So what to watch for though? So Musk said that our goal is this encryption. He admitted it's not perfect yet. So it's promised, not yet proven in large scale use. So keep that in mind. So he ain't proved he can even do it. And the typical Elon Musk over delivering, but or over promising. So peer-to-peer systems often have trade-offs. So might be less convenient, may have scaling issues, and possibly new attack vectors. Just because messages are encrypted doesn't guarantee metadata or backups are fully secure unless they design for it from ground up. And then adoption is also key. So even the best tech doesn't help if your network if your network or your contracts, they ain't using it. So who gives a shit?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well,
but this is coming. This is coming in a couple months. I am anxious, overly anxious, to see what blockchain this man will be using, and it's called X Messenger. So I'm sure he's probably on Elon. He's probably tried to come up with his own shit. We don't know if it works. He's probably been over there building, and he done paid billions of dollars for somebody to try and build this shit for him. Who knows? Who knows? But this is supposed to roll out in a couple months.
My man, Elon can literally get anything he wants created. All he got to do is just walk into Chase Bank and be like, "Yo, I want to get this created. Put it on my credit." That's all he got to do. That's all he got to do. Elon's at the point where it's just like he has unlimited credit out here, fam. He do, man, just because his name, fam.
His name, yeah, his name ringing bells around here.
So regardless if you like him, you don't like him, because he be on some weirdo time too. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Whatever. He damn near a trillionaire. So what you gonna say?
We got a comment over here on YouTube.
What's up?
Greetings, BlockNation. Finally caught the live. Thanks for all the news and updates you guys give. Great community. Y'all kept me holding my bag when I was fudding. Now I'm forever in profit. Hey, shout out to you, Carrie. Appreciate you for that.
Shout out to Carrie over there on YouTube. And guys, if you did not get a TikTok notification, it might be time to just go, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. You'll get the notification over there for sure. You should anyway. Right?
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube for sure.
Shout out to Kurt. I see Kurt up in here.
Kurt in here.
Kurt up in here.
Uh-oh. Kurt, you already know I'm gonna ask for you to come up, but let me know.
Ice cold.
Uh-oh. Hey, Kurt. Hey, I wish Kurt was in here earlier. We were talking about this Solana. The Solana ETFs are seeing some inflows. Kurt, people buying Solana, Kurt. Where you at, Kurt? Let me see what Kurt doing, y'all. He might not have time. I know it's Saturday. So
yeah.
Kurt in the motherfucking building, y'all. Make sure y'all get everybody drop flower emojis right now for Kurt. I need everybody in here to get Kurt his flowers, gang. This nigga he said give him 2 minutes. Y'all drop some flowers. Kurt coming in 2 minutes. Drop some flowers. Y'all go ahead and get Kurt his flowers though, gang, because this nigga been talking about he on some Kobe Bryant numbers. This nigga about, let me see, his field goal percentage high as hell.
Yeah.
If he was hooping, his field goal percentage would have to be at least about, what you thinking, D?
I mean, shit. If he put up 15 shots, what you think he went? What you think he went? 12, 13 for 15? 13. 13 for 15?
In basketball terminology, that's a high ass field goal percentage. You'd be 13 for 15 from the field.
Shit. And I'm talking about perfect first quarter type shit. Perfect first half.
You feel me? You
know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, that boy don't miss. You know what I'm saying?
Boy don't miss.
That boy don't miss. And the 2 missed shots that he got, he was fouled and they ain't call it.
Exactly.
He was fouled and they ain't call it, gang. I know how to ref.
13 for 15, and he 9 from 9 from the stripe. From the charity stripe.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he keep getting fouled, but he can't call all the fouls.
Hey, Robert said Solana is the equivalent of a blue screen of a crashed PC.
Damn. Remember the Ring of Death for Xbox?
There go my boy Kurt. I remember that. The Ring of Death from Xbox, boy. That used to be me and my brother. Yeah, me and my brother worst nightmare when that happened on that Xbox, boy.
Yeah, you just hold your head like, oh no.
Yeah, like, come on, gang, come on, bro. Like, niggas used to be in the room like, oh my God.
It's a wrap. Yo, what's up, fam?
Hey, the GOAT in the building. Y'all tell Kurt what's good. I had him drop flowers for you, Kurt. Everybody sending you flowers.
No, I appreciate the love, man. What y'all getting into? What's happening?
Well, just reading this Solana. Hey, Kurt, just reading this Solana stuff. I was reading something that was talking about the outflows and inflows. So Solana is, I guess they got the most inflows for the 4th consecutive day, and it looked like they saying people rotating from Bitcoin to Ethereum. So we were talking about that.
I mean, it's funny. Everybody got different opinions, which is cool. I mean, I respect everybody's opinion, but I mean, Western Union choosing Solana as a blockchain. I mean, okay. People just have to understand. I think I sent you some of the receipts, like Western Union trialed Ripple and XRP in 2015, and the only reason that they stopped kind of working with them allegedly was because of the stage lawsuit. So they didn't want to, bring that negativity on. So they trial tested them in 2021. But it's cool. Like shout out to people holding Solana. Solana is scalable. It has fast transaction fees. But the network has issues when there's congestion. That's why I've always said, Solana is like the ice cream machine at McDonald's. That bitch always broke. Mm-hmm. So, it is what it is. It's one of those things where you're going to have stable coins built on multiple blockchains. See, that's the beauty of people being able to build their stable coin on whatever EVM project or, ecosystem they want to. The problem is you still going to have to get on that highway when you want to leave outside your ecosystem. So for those that still have not quite grasped the understanding of why majority of value is going to migrate at some point to the XRP ledger is because of that decentralized DEX and that liquidity that's going to have. So like with Western Union and their stablecoin built on Solana, that's cool. But see, the thing is, and that's with all smart contract platforms, it's great inside of that ecosystem, but it still has to go find liquidity elsewhere if you want to perform an instant settlement. That's the whole reason that a neutral bridge is going to be a necessity, because these platforms, these platforms, they don't have built-in protocols that they have a decentralized DEX built into the protocol. Like they have to go external for liquidity, like Ethereum. There's stablecoins built on Ethereum. There'll be stablecoins built on Solana. There'll be stablecoins built on most of these projects. But the whole beauty of a multipolar system is having neutral bridges where you can access liquidity. So the stablecoin built on Solana, that's cool. But when it has to go outside the ecosystem, let's say Western Union has to send some money to MoneyGram or to another business, and they're operating their smart contract. They're operating on a different smart contract platform. They say they got their stablecoin on Ethereum. Unless you want to deal with high fees and deal with a credit debit system like we have now, you're going to find your ass buying either XRP or XLM because it's the most cost-efficient neutral bridge asset. Point blank, period. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. So a lot of people get caught up in the, just the news, and just the headlines, but they don't understand fundamentally how these ecosystems are going to be interoperable with each other. So I look at it and laugh, and I'll be like, oh, y'all must have seen. A lot of people wasn't around when they was doing the trial test with Ripple 2021. So it's like, listen, it's cool. Like, I get it. Some people may be new, but it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so, hey Kurt, because D pulled up those same receipts you talking about. D pulled up some of them. I showed some. I showed them some receipts you had sent me when we was talking about it with XRP and Western Union. So yeah,
yeah. So yeah, all these different networks, they're gonna have their little niches. Like Solana's big right now with NFTs, and that's because they're fast and it's cheap transactions. That's cool. But the issue with Solana, it has a history of failing, like when you have high congestion. And I don't know if people really understand on the finance side, when you have these big conglomerates, like these banks and these software companies like Google, they're not about to put their whole infrastructure on a blockchain that fails like that. It's not happening. So little bullshit NFTs and little cute little shit, yeah. Y'all can play around with that, but infrastructures are not building their technology and integrating to the Solana. Point blank, period. Will they test it? Absolutely. That's why R3 tested it. R3 are tested. It's called a trial test, so we can get used to how fast things settle. But that's why R3 tested XRP as a replacement for Nostros Vostros back in 2016.
We have the receipt for that too.
Listen, man, people be playing this.
Hey Kurt, you got that receipt handy, or you out?
I mean, I can shoot it to you. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let's see. Because I can.
Found it already. It was on Reuters.
So many receipts. So many receipts.
I think I found it. Kurt, I found it.
How many?
Reuters.
Oh, you found it. You found it?
Mm-hmm. You see it? Here y'all go. U.S. startup R3.
You could zoom in on the date.
Yep, I got you right here. Test Ripple's cross-border payments technology right here. Y'all see the date? October 20th, 2016.
Damn near a decade ago.
So I'm pulling this up because for some, you know what I'm saying, Kurt ain't coming on here capping. He ain't coming on here capping. Oh, my mama got it off the foot. Okay.
Damn near a decade ago.
Literally. As y'all can see here, U.S.-based financial innovation startup R3, along with 12 global banks, have completed the test of a cross-border payment system powered by blockchain technology and developed by financial technology company Ripple. Ripple is a U.S.-based provider of blockchain-based banking payments technology, said in a statement on Thursday that R3 and 12 of its member banks use Ripple's XRP currency in a cross-border transaction to enhance liquidity in real time, creating savings as much as 60% of the liquidity costs in cross-border payments. So, there you go. So the banks involved in that trial, Barclays, I know some of y'all like, well, who was the banks? Barclays, BMO Financial Group, CIBC. Oh, there you go. Bring you back. I got you, bro. Hold on. There you go. Y'all see Bank of Canada, Scotiabank, Westpac, National Australia Bank. I found a receipt, Kurt.
Yeah. I was getting ready to send you found the Reuters, but I had the Ripple link I was gonna send. But that's cool. But
yeah.
So
his phone went on pause again. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, okay. But so it's one of these situations like it'd be funny when people be ignoring value from a person that has no financial incentive to give you value. Let me say that one more time. People will choose to ignore information from a person that's trying to free you for free.
Yeah, they will. Because you and T was coming on, y'all didn't monetize or nothing. Just all y'all did was spread the information, share the information. And the crazy part is the information that y'all shared, I would have never understood if you and T didn't thoroughly break it down, because I wouldn't even be here right now had y'all not came into the space and broke down what was actually happening, because it was no way for me to like read some of that stuff and I was gonna comprehend it because I'm not in the tech world. I'm not into that type of stuff. So some of that stuff would have went over my head. But the way y'all broke it down so that a middle schooler could have understood what y'all was saying, it was like, oh shit.
Because everybody not him.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's a fact, man.
It's a lot of great people out here doing a lot of great things, but there's a lot of gurus out here in crypto that claim they know what they're talking about, but they can't break it down for a 13-year-old to understand. That's why I try to lead with the analogy so people can take action and get it quick, because when you get it quick, like we was and shout out to T too, because he's definitely been a monster in the space, and it's been a lot like Crypto 901. Like there's so many people that have given value over the years, but a lot of people only deem things value when it's coming from an influencer that has 1 million followers, or so that's just people, which is cool. But when David was everybody was talking about David coming out talking about the escrow can be resold or gifted to somebody. We talked about that shit 3 years ago. Like, this shit ain't nothing new.
A lot of stuff people talking about, y'all talked about years ago, especially some of the ISO stuff I be seeing. I'm like, T and Kurt been talked about this. Like the vid, like.
Sorry, D. Sorry, Ash. It's not necessarily about. It's not like, okay, I'm not trying to wave my flag, say I'm this great person. Like, nah, it's just about people just taking time to look at the information, value the information, and those that took advantage 2-3 years ago, they were able to take advantage of those price points that we're never going to see it going. We're not seeing a 50 cent XRP no more. That shit cooked.
Yeah,
shit done.
It's cooked.
Yeah, that shit done. Like in November, I already told you the XRP done a little in Scorpio. You're going to see price increase. That shit not seeing 50 cents no more. The only way it sees 50 cents is that they have a market crash specifically for the banks and your ass can't get in. But I don't really foresee that happening. So that's it. Like the SEC gave people 4 or 5 years to get all the assets they wanted. And if you was shook out or you listened to somebody that was not informed enough, then that's your fault. Because there's plenty of people doing God's work out here, giving out amazing value, not charging you over the head. And because there's a whole bunch of people that's getting courses from people teaching this stuff, and they still can't break it down to them so they can understand. So they're just investing, or they're paying a price for whatever the person has said because they got a lot of followers. And I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. Like, do what you do. But my thing is, get an understanding of what you're investing in. That way you can make a sound decision, because whether you invest or whether you don't, the shit running up with you or without you. So you might as well invest into the asset so you can take advantage.
Yep. So hey, so what we I see you got a question right here. Still predicting a 3-digit XRP by the end of the year.
Yep, I'm still calling $100 by the end of the year. Fact, period, whatever you call, write the t-shirt, don't give a fuck.
Stand on that shit. Stand on it. I'm gonna stand on it with them.
Yeah, I'm stand on it. Like until I unsee the information that I've seen, I'm gonna stand on it. Like, you know, people have their own thoughts and opinions, and that's cool. But if you haven't seen what a person's seen, then how do you tell them what can't happen? I put a post up on my IG story. Like, for those that don't know, like, I don't come on TikTok too much, so if you wanna catch some of the information I shared, you can just check out the IG page. But I shared something that was real short, but it was like there's only limits in a market when you have speculation. What we're about to see with utility assets, you can't set a limit on something that has not happened before. And it's hard for people to grasp that because they only know stocks. They only know what they've been exposed to.
These folks talking about market cap.
Yeah. And here's what I want to share with people just so they can understand. Like, so NVIDIA, shout out to NVIDIA, it just hit like 5 trillion market cap, which is great. That's amazing. But here's what I want people to think about. So they can just wrap their heads around it, so they can get their thoughts together, so when this shit happens, they can't be like, oh, I didn't know this was going to happen because I didn't know. No, the fuck you did. You were told. You just didn't want to listen. So here's what I want to tell people. What happens when XRP hits this $100 by the end of the year, and it is circulating coins of 59 billion? What happens when XRP hits that $100 and that market cap is $100 times 59 billion in circulation, and that market cap's 5.9 trillion?
And it beats NVIDIA.
So what happens when this little asset that's been a scam, it's been everything but a child of God,
right?
And this asset runs down, it's the largest asset per market cap by these other companies. Then what do people say? Then they sit back and say, how could this be? I didn't know.
And it's gonna be the people that got 1.5 million followers that, you know, told these people.
It's gonna be tough. Like, and I'm not trying to. I mean, I know it sounds like it's funny, but it's not funny because it's when you have a situation. There's a lot of good people, a lot of smart people that are great in their niches, but they don't understand what's getting ready to happen. And with that lack of understanding, a lot of people want to miss out on this wealth transfer because they're just getting information from a person that didn't understand. And it's not that the people are bad people. They've just been taught a particular type of investing from what they've seen over the years. And they don't understand these digital assets. They don't understand how it's going. The market cap is just a mathematical expression. They don't understand this supply shock and this demand is going to drive this price, because they've only seen speculative assets, and they've only seen from a stock perspective the security of a company, which is that stock that you invest in, and the speculative nature based off of the company, based off of the news and information that comes out, and the value that gets pumped into that said security. that's all they understand because that's all they know. They've never seen a protocol that's getting ready to move trillions of dollars a day.
No.
That's hard for people to fathom because they just don't understand and they haven't done the work necessary to understand.
Trillions of dollars a day, and people think that this bitch gonna be $5 and $10.
It's not possible. Here's why that's not possible. Let me tell you why it's not possible. If there's only 100 billion and it's moving $1 trillion a day, well, that's $10 right there. But you can't have trillions of dollars flowing through a network and the price only being $100 because you only have a limited amount of supply that can move that value. It's called congestion. David Schwartz, Arthur Britto, Jed, that's why when they developed this ledger years ago, they said it's not going to be really functional until it's 10,000 a coin. It has to have a high price function and provide the demand. And I know people like, it's not possible. Shut the fuck up for those people that say it's not possible.
I can't say, like, them people got to stay away from me because I can't stand it.
Like, it's because it's just you're leading with lack of information. This is why it's hard for them to, and excuse the profanity, but sometimes you get bilingual when people say dumb shit.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. I curse all the time. You're good on this channel.
Yeah, that was light.
But it's just a lack of understanding, and that lack of understanding and ignorance is going to cost people millions. That's just point blank period.
Millions, and some people billions, because some people bankroll bigger.
Well, because it's hard to go back to a person after the fact and say, "Damn, how you didn't know?" And they looking at you like, "I didn't understand." But now, you missed out on 5 to 10s of millions because you listened to a person that you thought knew the answers, but you didn't do your own due diligence. That's why it's very important to be careful who you listen to. Like, I'm not saying I know all the answers, but my goddamn slugging percent has been pretty high.
Okay, so we got a comment right here saying Swift is developing their own blockchain and their own stablecoin.
Do you think I'm worried about Swift when Ripple been connecting depositories across the globe for 10 years? Why would Swift talk about their blockchain now? Ripple already did all the connecting and connected with all the central banks. Like, here's what people understand. Swift can say all the little cute shit in the world. It don't matter what they create. They're going to have to use this XRP ledger and XRP by default. Here's why. Because they're already partnered with companies that are going to leverage the technology. Checkmate. So they can come out and say whatever they want.
Woo!
That's the beauty of having partnerships with companies that you have to, when you understand who they're partnered with, then you understand, they don't have to come out and directly partner with Ripple.
Nope.
You can partner with another company and have an indirect relationship. Like for example, Swift. Swift can partner with R3. That's cool, because guess what R3 uses for instant payments and settlement liquidity? XRP. Swift can come out and partner with Temenos. Well, that's cool, because guess what Temenos uses? The XRP ledger and Ripple.
Yep.
Swift can come out and partner with VolPay. Well, that's cool, but guess what VolPay use? Like for example, like with Visa. Visa acquired Currency Cloud in 2023 for $900 million. Guess what technology they use? Like, people don't understand like the tentacles that this company Ripple has put out to the world. That's why they built out globally first. That way they can, they knew the frictions they was going to have with the U.S. government and the Congress and laws. That's why you built out first. That's why they got the IMF, the BIS, the World Bank, G7, BlackRock, all in their back pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna say keep going.
I'm gonna let it go. I had to get on my spill a little bit because there's too many people talking and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And
I'm telling you. And then they repeating shit from motherfuckers that don't know what they talking about.
I mean, well, that's true too. But you have that in space. So as I end with this, time will tell who's been right, who's been wrong. We're gonna have the end of the year with the bang. And for those that didn't invest like they should have, they're going to be pointing the fingers to blame somebody. Even though you can't blame nobody but yourself if you allowed yourself to listen to someone that was uninformed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Hey, so look, we standing on that 3 digits end of the year. We'll stand on it. Like,
I'm standing on it. I can't wait till people see when the price go when this the block shot happen. Boom.
And don't forget, hey, Kurt, did you want to explain November?
Don't go to $20.
Did you want to?
I told you it's gonna go to $20.
You did. Did you want to explain real quick before you hop off November 13th about these calendars or no? Okay, all right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I try, y'all. All right.
Yeah, you know what? Now, before I get off, fuck it, I will.
Okay.
So
here we go.
David Shorts. See, this is why people can understand. Like it's levels to this. So, and this is funny because the former IMF managing director, Christine Lagarde, who is now over the ECU, the central bank of Europe. This was a post a couple of years ago, but she was at the podium and she's telling people about numerology. She's educating people on numerology and how you use certain years to camouflage information and things happen. So if you haven't figured out by now, JP Morgan years ago said millionaires don't look at astrology, but billionaires do. So when David Schwartz, the CTO, made a comment years ago and said, it's Halloween, why does it feel like Christmas? When people say things like that, you have to be aware of there is a meaning behind that. It's the double meaning and it's very subtle. So I want you guys to think about that. So he said, it's Halloween, why does it feel like Christmas? So Halloween just happened yesterday, that was October 31st. Mm-hmm. But you guys got to understand, there's multiple calendars out here. The Gregorian calendar is not the real calendar. The real spring is in March, April time frame. But that's another conversation. So there's multiple calendars out here. There's also an older calendar that's called the Julian calendar. Julian calendar is about 13 days behind. So here's what I want to share with people. Don't you think it's coincidental that the Julian calendar is 13 days behind? So that means if it's 13 days behind and Halloween is the 31st, if I count 13 days from Halloween, that's November 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So 13 days after that would be November the 13th. That would be when the Julian Halloween holiday is. It just so happens that Canary Capital came out and said our ETF will be live November 13th. Damn, that's just such a coincidence. They said November 13th. The Julian Halloween is November 13th. Y'all still fucking lost?
No. I wanted you to explain it to them because you told me already.
It's just a coincidence. So I just don't.
We don't believe in those over here, Kurt. We don't believe in coincidences.
I know a lot of people don't believe in the riddles and things like that. I'm just telling you, there's a meaning to it. There's always a message to it. A lot of people don't like them because they're not able to understand them.
There we go.
A lot of people will always fear or shield something they don't understand. But just because you don't understand it doesn't mean they're not trying to get this message out here to the public in a manner that is cryptographic. You don't think that the riddlers are the same cryptographers that are creating these systems? Woo. Come on, man. Y'all got somebody got to feel me.
Woo. That's a mic drop. That's a mic drop gift. Y'all got to put the mic drop gift up there. Hey, Kurt, you got some super chats over here on YouTube. They wanted to just say thank you. You helped them and their family. A lot of people said you helped them and their family, so they just sending a lot of super chats and stuff over here on YouTube.
That's love. I appreciate that because it's all about if you're in a position where you figure some things out or you can educate some people, like the good book says, why bear your gifts? If you can give that value out, and that's why I love about just staying true to who I am, and I just give the value out to the universe. Because I don't give a damn if somebody listens or not. Like, that's not up for me. Like, my job is done. I've given the value out. The person has to determine if it's valuable or not to them. I already know the shit valuable. But I'm not here to convince or tell people. I'm just going to put it out there and let things go on. Because as time goes on, and time has been going on, and for those that have invested early, they already up in profit, and we hadn't even pressed the green button yet. So Shout out to those that invest. Shout out to those
Hey,
that value me.
forever in profit.
And, listen, man, like that's the goal. Like, you know, we always talk about, you know, people don't help others, but you know, there's always somebody out there to help you. It's just whether you listen or not. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. Appreciate y'all. Y'all take care, and blessing to all.
For sure. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna hit you up later.
Much love, fam.
All right.
Man.
Hey, hope y'all. On that note, that's good. That's good for today. Y'all was well fed. Real quick. Yeah, shout out to my bro Kurt, gang. Like I told y'all, I would not be here if him and T had not explained this shit thoroughly, because that shit will go over your head unless you in that. If you work in that field, then you have a better understanding than the average person. But for people like us, I ain't working that field. But when they broke it down, then I went to the documents, and they was like showing so many documents. They were showing all the bubble charts and graphs and all that stuff, and I was just like, these people changing. And then it clicked one day. It's like, these people is updating the financial system. And we get and so then it clicked. I'm like, and we get to invest in the technologies that they're gonna use to speed the financial system up. Man, this is golden. This is great. This is go ahead.
Now I'll just say shout out to T and Kurt for also putting me on to individual like a Quincy Jones, because Quincy Jones, even you thought they was tech. That joke is super technical. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Nah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. The replay will be on YouTube, BlockNation Network. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah. No, this is phenomenal information. That's why we said y'all are very, very blessed to be here. Do not take this for granted. Knowing this information is life changing. Like I said, I don't care if you come up 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million. Listen, that was 10,000 can get somebody into a new crib. 10,000 can start a business. 20,000, 30,000, let alone you get that much. That will change your whole entire life. So don't be fixated on, I didn't get millions. Like, no. Be grateful that you got these assets. You get to hold on to them, and you can borrow against them. You don't even got to sell them. Sky's the limit. The YouTube channel is BlockNation Network. BlockNation Network. But yeah, man, shout out to Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones was another one. I had to slow his little thing down on YouTube, but he talked hella fast. He one of them ones you ain't gotta
You can't do 2 times on him.
I had to slow him down. I said, hold on, what that nigga just say?
You gotta put him to 0.5. You gotta put him to 0.5.
Yeah, you gotta put him on 0.5 because he naturally talks fast. Because his brain is moving so quick. So shout out to Quincy, gang. Shout out to Quincy. Bro. He's another one. He's huge on XDC. So you know, he definitely know what he's talking about. So man, y'all, like I said, it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to know this information. And then let alone you learn about that, and then you know about DeFi. Oh my God. You chosen. God chose you, gang. That's really what it was. So hey. But real quick, before we hop off, make sure y'all go to this free class we having next Friday. Make sure y'all click that
Saturday.
Link. Sorry, I said Friday. Saturday. Next Saturday, Future Proof Your Career is going to be Saturday, November 8th at 6 p.m. That way, it's basically just showing you that the future of jobs and what's getting ready to transpire, because a lot of people are clueless, don't know where to begin to reskill. So we're just showing y'all some positions and some careers that's going to be available and what's coming in the tech world. So I would definitely send this to all your tech friends and all the ones that's, you know, working for these. I got friends that's hanging on by a limb right now in the tech world, because you know they watching half their company get laid off, and they just like, damn, I'm glad I was on this side of the 50%, not that side. But it's like, bro, it's coming. So you know, this is information I feel like will be very valuable for coders and builders and all that stuff. So yeah, make sure y'all come get in this class. It's free. Well, not class, webinar. I keep calling it a class. It's a webinar. Just meet up on Zoom. It's a meet up on Zoom. So doing that. Shout out to Mike. You know what I'm saying? This one of the free webinars we're gonna do. So make sure y'all
unlimited seats. Yeah, y'all tap in. So the link is in the description. It's also in the bio. It's in the link tree. So that's where you sign up. You just hit get now right here. I'll show y'all right here on YouTube. Just hit get now. All you gotta do is put your email in so that way you can get the link, and go from there. That's it, y'all.
So but yeah, other than that, y'all, I'm gonna just end right there. I did have a few articles to go over, but nah, we good. Kurt just fed y'all real good. We full. I'm gonna stop right there. Not too much. We'll end it right there for today. Appreciate y'all for the super chats over here on YouTube. Shout out to Griff. He said I wouldn't be here without Kurt and T. We had another super chat from Griff saying thank you, D and Kween too. Thank you all y'all. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out to Baba C. They said thank you. Shout out to Kurt. Yeah, appreciate y'all. And then, yeah. We got from Miss Sean. Thank you, Miss Sean, for the super chat. Yeah, Johnny Lakers, appreciate you for the super chat. Griff again, Griff. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure we ain't forget nobody. Shout out to Griff for all the super chats. Griff went crazy today. Appreciate you, gang.
Yeah.
Griff went crazy.
Nah, Griff, you went. Griff was like, yo, I need that.
Hey man, we appreciate it, y'all. We appreciate it. You know, I was just telling D around this time last year, I was on the phone with him, like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out this job. So coming up in December, I think after Christmas, I'm coming up on 1 year where I quit that 9-to-5 grind and was like, I'm betting myself. I'm out of there. I can't do it. I cannot do it no more. So yeah, y'all. So yeah, just grateful. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. We'll have some more updates and shit for y'all maybe tomorrow, if not Monday. But other than that, appreciate y'all tapping in with us on this beautiful Saturday. Y'all enjoy y'all day. And we will see y'all next time.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
Kween and Dean, we're building things in this crypto world. Nothing's as fine.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick. Don't disrespect yourself. And look these up. Right now. You won't regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. Twire with the moves before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in the flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game. In the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it back to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you wanna roll, you better tune it tight. Queen and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. In every podcast episode, they set the pace and the hustle at the block to take a bite. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and
This shit real.
Dean, we're
Oh my god.
building things in this crypto world.